Ew. Someone saw Wicked way too many times.
Hello folks, and welcome to Dried Watermelon. Today I'm going to do something that I didn't think I was going to do. React to Dhar Mann. That's right. We have Dhar Mann here, your life lesson channel guru, your moral teacher on the internet, your online guide on the side or sage on the stage. He is very, very popular. He does a lot of life lessons. He does a lot of moral teachings. They're kind of like little fables. I don't even know why I'm telling you. All of you probably know this, but just in case you don't, right? He does kind of short, he used to start with short vignettes. Today, we're going to go a little bit different and see how far he's come. Girl bullied for her green skin. What on earth are we watching? All right, folks. So I wasn't going to do this because there are already other commentators out there. A certain Calendar Fowl. Shout out to August Sadak. This is kind of my homage to him. He does a great job, and he is the creme de la creme of Dhar Mann commentaries. So I didn't want to kind of encroach in that field, but you know what? There's just so much content, and I just couldn't resist and stand by when I saw this one.
There's that, unfortunately.
So, is Dhar Mann scraping the bottom of the barrel now? Is he running out of ideas? Girl bullied for her green skin. Like, what's going to be next? Girl bullied for, I don't know, triangular face or something? Like, honestly, has he run out of ideas? Has he done all the other ones? This is just so absurd to me. Now, you might be saying, okay, the whole point is this is kind of symbolic or is metaphorical, right? And green skin represents any difference. I get it, but he can already do that with, right? With dealing with racism directly, or dealing with sexism directly, or dealing with whatever it is, right? An obvious mole on someone's face and a kid gets bullied for that. I'm guessing he's already done that, right? So this just seems like he's just trying to pump out the same content and get that out there. I don't know. This seems a little too extreme for me. I wish it was a little more realistic. But starting this video, watching it, I'm guessing that the girl has green skin and wants to cover her face. But you think that someone with green skin, if they're really self-conscious, would be trying to be a little more inconspicuous. This mask is not inconspicuous. This mask of this terrifying face with this upward stroked mustache, right? Like this weird pencil mustache that defies all gravity, is not inconspicuous. This is the opposite. This is the antonym in the thesaurus. This is conspicuous. This is not the mask that I would choose to wear if I wanted to hide my face. If I wanted to hide my face, I would just also suggest that wearing a mask itself would probably draw more attention to me. I would probably just keep the hood on, maybe a cap or something. If her whole face is green, then maybe, yeah, that doesn't work. But you'd think there would be better masks or better options, makeup or whatever out there. Anyways, this seems like you're just screaming for attention, and it's not gonna work out the way she's hoping to.
Ew. Someone saw Wicked way too many times.
I'm gonna try not to interrupt too much because I want to see what her backstory is. But yeah, is she straight out of the Wizard of Oz? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, how on earth does one get green skin like that? Was there some radioactive accident or something? Like, I mean, this isn't Spider-Man, right? Is she gonna start crawling on the walls with superpowers? It's just, again, seems so absurd. I think life lessons are good. I think moral teachings are great. But I don't really know. I feel like this would be defeating the purpose because everyone's going to be like, this is just so out there. Let's keep watching.
Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat anywhere you'd like. Stop that.
Sorry, ma'am. We're just trying to be safe. I mean, like, what's wrong with her?
It might be contagious.
I'm pretty sure you have bigger problems to worry about. You can go ahead and sit right over there. So you need me in the office for a minute. Please, can you just hold yourselves together while I'm gone?
So what's your deal, Goblin Girl?
So this is one of the criticisms I do have of Dhar Mann videos is there's no ambiguity in the characters, right? They're so flat. They're such stock characters, right? The jock, the cheerleader, the mean girl, right? And there's no in between a lot of times unless they have that turn around of character at the end. In terms of just good storytelling, just it would help because human beings are more complex, right? They're not we're not flat characters most of the time, most people, right? So to me, just again, Goblin Girl, that's pretty harsh, right? And I know kids can be mean, but these kids seem like they're a little bit older, high school, right? And yeah, there are bullies for sure in high school, but I feel like someone would speak up and just be like, you know what, just let her be.
Or Yoda from Star Wars?
Or I know, a leprechaun.
Why do you keep picking on her? Is it because of her skin color? Newsflash. It doesn't matter if you're white, brown, black, yellow, green, purple, or polka dot. We're all human, and we're all the same.
Okay, so here, this is the line that's confirming it. This is kind of a racism thing, right? Or a metaphorical approach to it. Again, I just think there's so many better ways to deal with that than contriving up this absurd green-skinned condition or whatever it is. But it just, again, seems odd here that we have this diverse bullies on a green-skinned student who's getting picked on, and then a friend is stepping in to challenge her. So this is just really, really odd.
These came out so great.
Wait, you didn't tell anyone yet, did you? And ruin the surprise. Please.
Look at her face.
So this seems an extreme thing to do. So you're telling me that these two mean girls went home, they worked on Photoshop, and again, if you're good with Photoshop, you could do this pretty quickly. But I mean, I have some basic Photoshopping skills. This would have still taken me quite a while to do. This is like a lot of effort to put in to bully someone. I get they have this smear campaign going on, but this is like, why? Why? Just do your own thing. Just talk to Ben yourselves. No need for this to to go to this level of bullying and to spread these posters. And then they're paying, like, this looks like glossy paper, right? They're spending a lot of money. Maybe it's not an issue for ink and paper, but I wouldn't never have spent this kind of money on something like this if I were a bully even, which I don't think I've ever been. But anyways, this just seems extreme.
Look, I grew up playing the clarinet, too. My mom wanted me to join the orchestra, but on the day of the audition, when I saw all of the other kids...
So I get that this is a homeschool orchestra, so in wherever they're in, that the homeschool association might not be as large, but from what I know, and I know quite a few homeschoolers, I would figure that quite a few of them would play an instrument and that there'd be more than just 4 children in this orchestra. And then again, sorry, but 4 pieces of instruments, a 4-piece instrumental orchestra is not really an orchestra. It's an ensemble, or it's a quartet, or if it's 5 people, then it'd be a quintet. Yeah, it's an unusual mix, right? With the woodwind instruments there. It looks like they got a saxophone, a clarinet, a violin, then another clarinet. I mean, it would sound nice, sure. But also, clearly she looks much older and bigger. I don't know if they're using a different actress here, but to me, she looks like she's taller and older than the rest of these kids. Again, if it's homeschool, they might not have as many options in terms of age groupings, but still, she clearly looks far, far older than the rest of these kids, so...
Poster.
All right, so I know it's been a few years since I've been in high school, at least a few years, maybe a little more than a few years. But this is extreme. I have a really hard time believing that there would be this many students, the majority of the school, forming in little gangs of bullies and joining in with the bullies to laugh at her based off of a poor Photoshop jobbed poster calling her names. I just don't believe it. I think that more students nowadays are more aware of bullying. I think a lot of it's gone more digital anyways, but especially in person, that I don't think that there would be this kind of mob mentality ganging up on her. It would be a lot different the way that it looks. And again, I don't think that most students would think that's cool anyways, and I think more students would actually take a stand against that.
Jade! I can't believe you idiots did this.
You're the reason Asparagus Girl got knocked into the mud. Now, where did our little lovely ogre friend run off to?
Straight back to homeschool, I bet. How brilliant of us.
So close to the green though.
I really think that Dhar Mann has not been in school or in a public school maybe ever before, or at least for a long time. I actually don't know what his background was. But anyways, like, I think that kids today are a lot more aware about bullying, about issues of being different. I know that we're not living some Shangri-La. I know that it still does exist, definitely. There's still racism, there's still sexism, there's still lots of problems and issues. Blatant bullying like this, I think kids are a lot more aware and wouldn't be down with this.
Abs. I wanted to tell you. I'm gonna play that solo in the band concert.
You are?
I am.
That's amazing, Cindy. What changed your mind?
That friend I was telling you about. I mean, she just talked me into it.
She did. Wow.
We want.
So this, of course, is dramatic irony, where we as the audience know something that one of the characters or some of the characters don't know. This is right in Romeo and Juliet, at the tragic ending when Romeo and Juliet don't know that each other, that they're actually alive, but we as the audience know and are screaming out aloud, or at least in our heads, that telling them, don't give up, that they're alive. So this is also us, of course, right now, dramatic irony. Of course, also ironic here is that the bully, the mean older sister, is supportive of her younger sister, even though she has that huge beauty mark / mole on her face, and says it's okay to be different. So she knows deep down inside that it's wrong to bully people for being different, but she's still doing it. I think Dhar Mann honestly has to give more credit to kids. They're usually not this obtuse and unaware. At least they wouldn't be this blatant. They'd be a lot more subtle if they're going to be like that.
I just want to be alone, Sam.
Yeah, it's not Sam. No, please stay. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
I don't need some fake apology.
It's not a fake apology, I promise. Look, I don't know if you know this, but Cindy is my little sister. She told me how you convinced her to play on stage. My dad and I have been trying to convince her for years, but somehow you got through to her in one day. I don't know how you did it.
Maybe it's because I look different. Look,
Jade,
there was an accident. I was just a kid. A truck spilled hazardous materials everywhere, and
Okay, I'm sorry, but Dhar Mann, he's this multi-millionaire, right? And his studios need to spend a little bit more on their special effects, I just gotta say. That was pretty weak. This girl here, Jade, so she's getting the radioactive material on her skin. Yeah, right? You're half expecting her to turn into Spider-Girl or something like that, or Spider-Woman. But if you're gonna get exposed to radioactive waste, right, you're going to be treated, medically treated, all that. You're not going to turn green, right? That's going to be radioactive material that's going to irradiate you or radiate you. It's not going to turn your color green. So again, nice try, Dhar Mann, but I give this one an F.
I heard there was this winter formal, and I thought that maybe we could go together, or...
You did not just ask him that. Why would someone like Ben ever want to be seen in public with whatever you are?
Izzy, it's okay. I'm the one who told her to talk to Ben.
So mean girl number 2 doesn't know still that mean girl number 1 has had a change of heart. I thought they're like BFFs. Wouldn't they have talked and told each other? Wouldn't the older sister have told her friend to kind of back off that? And besides, mean girl number 2 already knows that Jade had helped the little sister out. So you'd think that she wouldn't be as harsh, at least again, this blatantly.
Real friends who care about you. Even if you ignore them.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it won't be very long until they all forget about me.
I'm not so sure. Come on.
Ta-da! You guys, what is all this?
Okay, really? Really? What is this? What are we watching here? This is like some 1960s sci-fi movie, if it had color. This is just so absurd and outrageous. Like, it's a lovely gesture, it really is, but it just portrays so oddly on screen. I just don't understand this.
But I thought you were going with...
I ended things with Izzy after how she treated you.
Really? How'd you take it?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually. Sam and Abby kind of said they'd break the news to her.
Izzy, hi.
Hi.
Peace offering.
Okay.
See you at the formal.
Again, I thought the Mean Girls were friends, and I get that Mean Girl 2 kind of betrayed Mean Girl 1 there, but of course Mean Girl 1 didn't really tell Mean Girl 2. This just seems like a very, very quick turnaround from being close friends, laughing at the same person, to now being on complete opposite sides. I just don't believe that people are this flat in their character. And yes, they do change, like Mean Girl number 1, but I don't think Mean Girl number 2 would have been so obtuse.
With Ben. He's so nice.
I would love to be your date. Oh, but first, can we make a stop?
All right, let's give it up for our flautists. And now Cindy will perform her clarinet solo. Cindy, come on, everyone's waiting. Come on.
Okay, again, the skin colors here are just absurd. I get that's a point. But wow, this concert hall, this theater gets a lot of action. And all the 6 people in the audience must be really enjoying this concert. So do they really put concerts on for like 1 or 2 kids only? Even if it had been a few kids, you'd think that their families or friends would show up. It would be a bigger turnout than this. But anyways, looks like the 6 people there are enjoying it.
Thank you for helping my sister. It's the least I can do for how you helped me. Now we just need to work on your grades.
I don't know what we just watched. I do think it's a good lesson. I do think that it's, of course, you know, people shouldn't be bullying other people because they're different, no matter how they look or how they dress or what color their skin is. That's a great lesson. But this contrived manner of teaching it with such absurd circumstances, I just don't know if it's the most effective mechanism of reaching the audience and getting this message across. So, hey, I guess if it teaches one kid not to bully someone else because they look different, I guess it's done its job. I don't know. Well, let me know if you enjoyed this Dhar Mann commentary video. Might do more of them. Again, this is my first one, so I'll hopefully get better as time goes on. Let me know if there are other videos you want me to react to or comment on, and look forward to seeing you around. Take care of yourselves.